Right. Let's see how this runs, shall we? So, catch up from last night. We've got the sheep in. So we've got the sheep. But then also we've got no money, so it's kind of a trade-off that I've done. Right. Just throwing up some dashboards, so give me 2 seconds. There you go. So we should be, yeah, just seeing where we are. Right. We've got headland management on here now, which will be interesting to see how it runs. So I have no clue. So right, they need some more grain. So job number 1 is fill this up. And we just need to double check everything else before we start. So dump this in here. I'm tempted to go into here and update this. 25,000 litres of grain. I don't have to worry about this because you have got a silo. It's not exactly unrealistic. But I'll tell you what's slightly annoying at the moment. That the fill trigger, it's been a bit of a pain. I didn't expect this to be quite so difficult getting this nailed in here. Does that make sense? But we connect, yeah, so we're connected. We shouldn't have an issue with that. Just an issue with this loading. Quite a bit peculiar. Hey, why is that not playing ball? No errors on that, so why is that not? Why have I got this not running? I'm slightly confused. It's confused me. I thought it should tip right about there somewhere. There you go. Press it was on the wrong button, that's why. So we want to drop that off. Now headland mode. The headland mode is active. So I haven't got headland mode turned on this, but everything else we will do. But it should be on row props, we should be okay with that. And the fertilizer's at the top. So yeah. So I reckon we're going to need quite a lot of sheep, but we should have enough land to do what we need. We need to buy a front weight for this. So what is actually in the store today? Nothing. That should be enough for some of what we need. So we want to throw that open. I want to turn it on. Throw that open. That on. Okay, so we're on 15 meters. So we need to do that. 42. Boom, boom. What I'm going to do is drop this to 21. No, it's 21 ain't going to do it. So, it'll be 30 meters. I'm not sure if it's catching that bottom edge or not. That's that done. Just see if that's done, that bottom edge. Yeah, see, it's missed bits. So drop that to 15. Because I didn't quite nail that. It hasn't used much. So yeah. Is what I mean by fertilizer goes a long way. So I don't know what S means. But that's why I've not turned it on at the moment. That makes sense. I mainly want it when I'm seeding, etc. Go shift to next. So that's headland. That's headland mode. So that's non-active at the minute. I'm going to switch that. We missed a bit on the seeding. Is that a weed I've missed? No, it's a weed I've missed. One weed. That's kind of the advantage of having a 700 meter lead. Got 3 viewers in there, flipping heck. That's flipping surprised me. Right. It's going to be a bit stupid what I'm about to do. It doesn't really matter. So, control next, that's active. Okay. Right. So, we do need a headland button. Okay, so that's how it works. Right. D. Let's go controls, gamepad. Headland mode. So field mode, headland mode. You can press 2 buttons. So what does that do? Oh, okay. So them 2. Howdy, collects. Okay, I'm slightly confused by this. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it does not like. Right, so we're gonna have to do something a little bit different. Right, so I want to go add button. Because I'm just trying to sort Sim Dashboard out at the moment. Right. Button box. I want plain button. On press, modify key 1 shift. Modify key 2, no, modify X. Shift and X. Right, okay. So actually, because what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create. I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. Switch. Shift. X. I'm just trying to sort out headland mode. Now we got some cache and we got it installed. I'm going to drop that right down. I'm going to... I want to edit that. That's what's on for edit button. There you go. Add widget. Should be able to add some text. Add a label. There you go. Text. Headland. Headland mode. Okay. No. Let's not come up. Wait. Nope. Right. Font size 30. The mode should be in that. D. Right. Now I've got that sorted out. Just knows I'm running a 36-meter spread. Flip. And it just went to headland mode. That's funny. Yeah. You know when something goes wrong? That's kind of what's happened here. Yeah, we did miss a bit on the weeder. Which is kind of now obvious, but it'd be fine. We lose a little bit of grain. Okay, so it kind of is working. We might have to... Let's just turn that off for a minute. So we want to drop that all the way down to 15. So we get it there. And then we want to probably put it 21. Thinking. No, next one up from 21. So there is nothing in between. Right, now it has to be this one then. There's nothing in between. At least we'll have enough fertiliser to get through this year. At least that's something, I suppose. Right. That's that done. Now we just basically... So it's now, job plan for the rest of the day is sheep. Keep an eye on them, keep an eye on everything else. Bang, job done. We have to go pick up the bale. So we've got one bale to pick up. Right. Yeah, we are going to have to use super strength on this. Just because that's messed up. Yeah. It's not the best fertilizer map that will do. Yeah, let's get it from April. Let's go to March. Let's go to April, sorry. Yeah, I'm doing well, Clex, as I said. I'm hoping you're having a good day, mate, as well. Right, let's see. So they've got enough water. 65 litres of water produced. Got enough food. So they're good. They're fine. How's your day going? Yeah. Do you have to put... No. So... Sorry, give me a second. Let me just sort this mess out. So, I have my set... So, I haven't actually played with the settings. So, I've left mine as it is. So, I leave mine on storing. And I'm only doing lettuce. Because you get less pallets. I'm only doing lettuce just because you get less pallets but about the same. And then I put them on storing. So when they get to 500 litres, they kick a pallet out. Is how it basically works. I'm aiming for 25 to 35,000 out of the lettuce. Pallets appear when you get 500 litres. So they automatically spawn at 500 litres. I don't know what the distribution mode does. I'll tell you one thing, I definitely want to go to the telly truck at some point. Or an actual forklift. It's Advent great, and it will get us through some issues. But yeah. I'm only doing green... I don't think that in the long run that greenhouses aren't worth it. I'm only just doing this just because I'm on the survival series and we need cash. So you can see we're going to be probably 4 or 5 grand down by the time we sell everything this year. Which I'm okay with. It's not a big issue. But yeah, they definitely don't like being picked up this way round. Just can fit more on the trailer this way. Right. But this is why I have super strength. Just to make life a little bit easier. There you go. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 litres of lettuce already. And we're only in April. So these, I can't remember where I picked these greenhouses up from. It was off a link I got sent. They're only cost you £2,000. So they're really cheap for some decent sized greenhouses. I said in the long run, when we start making some decent profit, we won't, like, this is, I reckon the greenhouses won't last. We won't always need greenhouses to survive. They should produce 2,000 litres per month of this. Right, let's just check our statistics. Got enough water. The sheep have enough water. Enough food. Chickens are fine. So let's go April, May. Let's get to May. So I sold the chickens to basically to get a sheep. So I don't expect a big payday out of this day. If I'm honest. So this payday I don't think will give us much. It's not this year, it'll be the following year I'm expecting profits. Even though I technically didn't need to, I decided to sell the chicks to get us some more sheep. So yeah. So we're in May. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to run. We can't justify that. Right, let's check our statistics. They've got a pallet of eggs. They're fine. Greenhouses could do probably some water. So let's jump in and see what we've got available. We'll top this up. And that's kind of the thing I want to get. Yeah, see, we now got 2 pallets to deal with. But let's see if I can actually work this out. Forks are spazzing out quite a bit. Yes, Kelly? So you got 1, 2, 3 farm sim. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9,000 litres on the bottom. Not particularly at the moment. I just want to try and make some headway on here, to be honest with you. What happened with Camston? So that's the problem when you don't, yeah, I can understand that. Chainsaw Valley, I did see that. Have you jumped on Chainsaw Valley than Klex? I was thinking of going more American. There's not really any, is there any American maps out on the mod hub? Give me half an hour before you do that. Kelly, give me 30 minutes. Because I'm enjoying talking, because, okay, you can Discord, okay, I'll put it this way. You can do, but I won't be muting my mic, put it that way. So if you want to, then that's fine, but you scared I'm going to be too funny? Yeah. Are you okay, you can do that, but you okay if I don't mute my mic like I did yesterday? I got. Do you want me to connect you to the chat? Is that, I'm just trying to understand. I want to talk a chat with you. Right, okay, give me 2 seconds. I misunderstood everything you've just said. Give me 2 seconds. Let me fire that up. There you go.
Testing 1, 2.
You now should be live.
Testing 1, 2. Yep, I can hear myself. That's awesome. I hate that. I absolutely hate my own voice, but
It's only...
hey guys,
how many hours?
Cowboy Flex. If you don't know, I am the one who curated the Satan Veils.
It's only taken me 60 hours, but I've actually kind of made a profit out of nothing. It's only taken me 60 hours.
Jesus.
And the funniest thing is, I'm nowhere near clearing profit. That's the funniest thing. I blew...
Yeah, that's the funny part. If you really... Okay. I have a suggestion. Okay, so you know how you're doing greenhouses?
Yep.
I think strawberries sell for a metric fuck ton more.
No, they don't. They all sell about the same. Give or take. Unless someone's actually done the evidence, I've done the experiment and I found out they came about the same. Give or take.
Stand. I did the corn harvest. We had 751,000 liters, right?
Yeah.
I made $1,064,000 off of it.
Do you know what the most profitable crop in farm sim right now is?
Cotton
Nope,
and clothing.
nope, canola. Out of
Oh
base
yeah,
game, canola. In 19 HP soybeans, I've downloaded the...
19 cotton was absolutely dominating.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got cost of harvesters and stuff like that, so your profit margin is not much.
Well, I really played on a map called Westbridge Hills. I had big fields where like I could pull a huge profit. So within a couple of harvests, I could run 3 harvesters and then repay that back within like 3 in-game days.
Yeah. The thing is with this challenge, so I'm doing... We're only allowed to loan up to 5 grand max for vehicles, and I'm on hard difficulty. As I said, it's taken me 60 hours just to... But if you look how much machinery I've now got for my 60 hours, I'm actually shocked on how well this has gone, considering the start I had on here and how that kind of messed up dramatically. Long term, I will not be doing greenhouses. Long term, they're not worth the effort. It's only just to try and pull in. My target plan is within two in-game seasons, I want to be pulling 100 grand a year off this, off what we've got. So the eggs produce 40,000. I'm hoping for 30,000 off lettuce, and then I'm going to go into massively wool production, and I think that's where most of my income will be, productions and wool. I might end up deciding, right, chickens are going to go, and we're going to go down the road of sheep, and I mean like 500 sheep.
What do you think about calm lands?
You missed my long conversation. Plex, you in here? Or are you buffered out? So, Calmsland, right. For me, I feel like he doesn't know which way he wanted to go. So, I like the rundown idea, but he kind of tried to make it like No Man's Land, but he has used Elm Creek sheds instead of the ones he designed. He's put 4 starting areas in, which is okay, but he should have put fields in. He should have if he was going to go down the road, the only difference I would have made to Calm's Land is trees. I would have just I would have made it a forestry map, because I was thinking about moving over to that, but after talking to Klex yesterday, it's, yeah, a couple of issues. It doesn't have the No Man's Land vibe about it.
No. I'm thinking about starting a new series, just like a multiplayer series. That's just Calm Lands.
If you want to do that, Calm's Land is the way to go, because it'll work. It'll actually work. Because Calm's Land will actually work for that. And what the hell's going on here? I've got something locked. Right, my joystick's moved as well, which just does not help.
Downloaded.
My joystick's moved.
Is it a 2x map or is it a 1x map?
It's a 2x.
Alright, so it's standard size.
Standard size. It just feels like an unfinished map, and what I mean is, he went with the survival start, or he went with the abandoned idea of having no filter, you create your own, which is okay. But then I feel like the way he's added some sheds in, but not include them in the map, that makes kind of sense. So yeah, it's a great map. I also don't like how every starting, well, 2 things. So every starting mode, you get all the vehicles. I think, am I right, Klex? Because you've looked into this more detail than I have.
Whoa, holy shit, what the fuck? The, picture for it is very, like, 480p, or 424p, whatever. What was it, like, 470p, or whatever is it? 480? Yeah, 480.
So, I've watched about 15 different, videos on it. And yeah, it's a cross between a start your own setup. Yeah, every start mode you get vehicles to make 500k back stem straight up, so it's difficult to do a start from scratch series on it. It just feels like it's a great map, but it just feels unfinished to me. I like the idea that he's created.
That's probably what he was going for, was the fact that it feels unfinished and you're supposed to finish it.
Yeah, but like No Man's Land. Okay.
That's what a lot of people think about No Man's Land in 2019. It just felt unfinished.
No, for me, for No Man's Land, what it actually felt like was one abandoned farmyard in the middle of nowhere that you do your own thing with. The couple of complications I've got with it is having that traffic loop at the start that goes round, and then the 4 farmyards. If he put 1 farmyard in with 1 field, I think it would have been okay. It doesn't feel as abandoned.
I feel like the premise is kind of cool.
So, it's not a bad idea what he's done. Do not get me wrong. I've nicked, and this is why I love PC, I've actually nicked a mod from the files. I've nicked and transferred over this. If I can find it. I've got so many, pardon me, so many production buildings in it, it's hard to find. There you go.
Yeah.
If you look at my screen, I've added, or I've nicked the grass dryer from Calmsland. So what he's done is, the i3D file is from the base game, and he's, instead of turning it into a storage yard, he's turned it into a dryer.
You know, that's great and all, but you could have got a mod that's just like that. It's a different building, but you could have got a mod that's just like that.
I've not seen a grass dryer on 22 yet.
I have.
Can you send me it where?
It's on Mod Hub.
I've not seen a grass dryer on a mod hub.
It should be in production, unless it's a console-only thing.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to log out and have a look at that, because if it's... I'm going to have to have a look at that, because I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, great. It's stuck in the wall. Let's just do this by hand then, shall we? Let's just get this over here.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Do you want to start Comblands with, what's it called? With the stuff in New Farmer, or do you want to just start a new, like, survival type thing?
It's up to you how you want to run.
I kind of want to do it like you're doing No Man's Land and just start brand new, so... Whoa, that map is very, very green.
It doesn't have quite the same vibe as No Man's. Right, let's go on the mod hub. Let me have a look through, so give me a second.
Call it blasphemy, but I kind of like it more.
Sorry?
Call it blasphemy, but I like it more than No Man's Land. No Man's Land just seems like yeah, I don't know.
They're two entirely, the thing is, for me, they're two entirely different, they're two entirely different maps. And I've lost you, I think.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Because I've just moved over to a different thing. Have you also heard we now got an Antonio carrier pack that's very small tractors for vineyards? Oh, yeah.
Wait, did we just get mods?
Yep.
The Lizard 18440.
It's a Ford.
It's a Ford 100. I think it's a Ford 100 series tractor.
It's a Ford County. It's basically a Ford County, but they couldn't call it Ford. So
Did another map just get installed? Did another map just exist, or am I just weird? Just for Chainsaw Valley. That's a weird map. Okay, if there's a map that feels unfinished and just abused, construction map. Fuck that map. That map just feels gross.
Okay, so someone's actually, okay, that's not a bad mod. Someone's put in half tanks. Small liquid tanks, that's not bad. Big bags.
I like the Ford Country series.
Okay.
Also,
I'm going to
what I'm
install that.
thinking, okay, what I'm thinking is just to make this series more unique. What we'll do is like we'll start out with like old equipment, you know, like from the 70s, 80s, and below that.
Well, yeah, it depends on how you want to run. You could literally go £0, and then you have to. But that's kind of the thing. You could just start off with the bare minimum. So on mine, my bare minimum was a 40 grand setup. But again, I had PC only. I had PC mods, so I could get away with that. But all you realistically need is a tractor, a plow, seeder, and a combine. That's it. You won't
Are we
get
doing?
much. That's the minimum.
Do we want to just start from scratch?
You can do. I said I'll be running. I want to try and get 6 hours in on No Man's today is my target. So I really want to get the next year complete. I don't know if I will do. All right, what am I looking?
So we're not going to be playing together today.
I don't know. Depends how tired I get. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to find. Let me put dryer in and see what comes up. Dry. Let me put dry in. No, see straight away nothing. Bible Bales. What's actually Bible Bales? Okay,
I'll install some older equipment into the
yeah.
game.
Dryer. Nope. How do you spell dryer?
DRYER. Game productions.
Yeah, I was trying to find it. Nothing's coming up.
Factories. Oh, I was wrong. Never mind. I was thinking of the fermenting silo.
I thought I wasn't going crazy. Yeah, no, I got 3 or 4. Hey, Spartan, welcome in. I'm up to 6 people in it now.
Oh, Spartan, welcome back, bud.
Right, what am I doing? I'm kind of like, now what's the next?
Vehicle pack. What's the point of this other than just like, hey?
It's for No Man's Land. Because that'd be Alien Jim stuff. Because he couldn't, I don't know why, when he brought this map out, he couldn't bring all of the stuff across.
Well, I think because there's a limit when it comes to making it all platforms for mod.
Well, he managed to do it on 19. He managed to bring everything together in 1 on 19, but he's had to do it separate on here.
But because last gen is starting to because 22 uses 4K textures now, 4K 1080p textures, those kind of things. Mods have to be much smaller to account for last gen when it comes to running them.
I don't know if they are running 4K, and the reason is
there's a fence in Calmston. If you get too close to it, it lags the game like crazy because of the 4K texture on it.
So I know there is texture packs for Calmston to make it clearer, like 4K textures. But yeah, well, they have done. That's one of the things. Palatrack seclusions. So at least they are. At least they are.
I think Minecraft for some reason.
At least they are updating everything. Yeah, Spartan, how are you? I know you've played Hello. I'm guessing you're lurking.
Hello there, friend.
But I said, I reckon. Right. Now we've got halfway through. What's the upgrade plan for next sale point? I think it's upgrading the trailer, selling this water trailer, and getting something. How much money? I know what we need. Right, how much?
Your screen is still small screen.
Oh yeah, thank you. Right, we need to make. It's not in that. It's in here. 30. This is going to be a gamble if it works. 35 grand plus. And this is what I need to earn. 35 plus. I want to get these big trailers. The MT2. Plus 24. 30, 40, 50. So we're looking at, we need about 55 grand. Come on, start filling. Are you kidding? You're not going to run. But we need to make 55 grand. Okay, why is that not working? Okay, I'm slightly confused. Okay. I really do not know what's going on here.
Oh, I'm just gonna start the server.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Right, why is that not... Anyone got any ideas? Why is that... Turn that off.
Is it not filling?
No, and I don't know why. I've not had... It's not like the first... I've been... Yeah.
Here. Try pressing your switch equipment button. You might have it on your tractor.
No, water valve should be on. Water valve should be on. I've tried it about 4 times.
Is your equipment, or is your select equipment set to your tractor?
Okay, that's weird. Now it's decided to work. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Hey, Brookfoot, welcome into the stream. Okay. Right, I really do not know what's going. So
I love how you answer what he said, and then you're just like, and then like 30 seconds after, you're like, "Welcome to the stream."
Okay, I'm really okay. That's really confused the heck out of me. Right, we need to move that little thing out of the way.
As you proceed to run it over.
Move that.
You're really nice to your equipment, are you?
No, most of the time it's fine. That's why everything's parked about the way. Right, nope, okay.
Okay, what
Let me
are
spin
the
that.
settings you're gonna use?
Let me spin that around and see if that works.
What are the settings do you think we should run with?
Okay. Have I got anything on the error log? Nothing on the error log. Okay.
What settings do you think we should run with?
Hang on. Hard difficulty.
Like the hard mode?
Hard mode.
So like the stock settings that are already on
Right.
and start from scratch.
But let me log out of here and log back in and see if that does anything.
That mod might just be broken.
No, I've been filling up all the time. I've not had an issue.
Your loading times make me wet.
It does help that I haven't got too many mods on here at the moment. Okay.
That's a problem.
Have I got a mod conflict? Is there anything I can think of? Have I got a mod conflict? Right, let me just do something a minute. I might have a mod conflict. How long have I been on? That's what I love about PC. You can hit a mod conflict quite easily.
Isn't that a bad thing, though?
Yeah and no. It is if you don't know what you're doing. What was the mod that I wanted to deselect? Headland, so it'd be H. I've had the headland mode on for a while. Right, let me just try. Right, I've got an idea. Right. Do that, see if that does anything. Okay. Okay, it's not that. Right, let's have a look at something.
I want to know, putting grass down just completely just sucks your money away.
Yep, that's why you shouldn't.
Yeah, well, I'm modifying the terrain, but what
Okay.
color? What color do you want?
What do you mean?
What color do you want?
For what?
The farm.
Whatever you think looks good. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort this out at the moment. My mind's elsewhere. Sorry, right.
We'll do.
I am really confused.
We'll do stock blue.
So I've turned headlamp. Let's try this again then.
So
So that's not filling. But it
So
says
do you
there
want-
start filling, so it should start. Shouldn't be an issue with this.
So do you want the land with the field on it, or do you just want a random piece of land?
The field's a good starting point. But you could go right. Select next tool. Thing is, right. Got a couple of different things I can do. We might need to cheat some money in.
I'm thinking 38 might be perfect.
We want tools. No, we want silos. How much money do we need?
Oh, 38 ain't gonna be very good.
Tools.
Go on 30.
Containers. So we need to add in 2 grand. And this is why I love PC. Add 2 grand in. Let's see if this runs. Okay, that's weird. I've changed. Okay, and the water's not free. Are you kidding me? Okay. Might have to do some more experimenting here. That I'm not happy with.
Why don't you do that off camera? Why don't we just start something up new and see if you can figure it out later?
No, I'm doing it on camera. It's fine. I've got options available to me. Tools. Nope, I want containers. Right, how much does the wall contain? 3, so we need to put an extra 2 grand in. Right, so that's that. There's a mod that I can throw in to give me free water, so I'm not worried about that. And now it's working.
Strange.
Right. Do not ask me what went on there. I really have no clue. How much is that worth? Can I actually shift that? Because I don't like the place of that. So that's still worth 3 grand. Have I lost the production cost of it? Nope, I've lost the production. But there is a mod I might download that stops it happening. But that was all fun and games. Right, I'm about to go grab a drink in a second.
So I got this whole set up.
Right, how are we doing on water? That's fine. So we just got one more to do, and it's that back one, I think.
I got the server set up, by the way.
Oh, that's good. Where's your mate today, anyway?
What?
Okay, that's weird. Okay, I find... So that says start filling. So is the water tower the issue? I'm guessing this water tower could be the issue. Right, okay, that's it. I've got an idea. Take that
Do
out.
you want a planter? Do we just want a plant? Do we just want a cedar or a planter?
Just a cedar at the minute.
Well, we have 210,000 left, so. And I guess we could spend the 200,000 on a harvester. Oh, land, don't we? Yeah, I'm 36. We're on 26, okay. hope this next patch fixes the bug where if you're in the interior of a vehicle and you're
Sorry?
next to like a animal pet. I hope this new patch fixes when you're in a vehicle and you're near an animal pen. If you if you go into the interior, the animals will be irritatingly loud. I hope this update fixes that. Have you had that problem yet?
Yeah, when you go near a cow pen, you get blasted.
Yeah. That's why I'm putting off animals in Calmston.
It's fine, I didn't always have it. I was running cows the whole time on Ellengrat and I already had the issue. Right, I'll be back in a second.
Alright, you're back.
I'm back. Right, let's see if this frickin' thing works now. Right.
I'm getting it set up, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be here a while. Right, containers. £500.
By 5 hours, you mean 5 hours in game, right?
Sorry?
By 5 hours, you mean 5 hours in game, right?
Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've got a few hours left. I really, really, really want to try and get some headroom on this today. Right, we need 500. We need £500. And hopefully this doesn't frickin' fuck up on me.
Wait, how much time you got left?
Oh, it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll go do. I'm frickin' tired. I'm off work this week, so. Right.
What, after you play No Man's, you're not getting on?
Sorry?
After you play No Man's, you're not getting on?
I'll see what time it is. Said I want to try and get some headroom in on here. Right, what are we going to do? Because you got a fire hydrant, a stone well, or I prefer the wooden pump. And to be honest with you, I'd rather stick it. Really? You kidding me? I actually love this game sometimes for it breaking. See, I don't like that. I don't think I can change that. We've got no wet texture on here, have we? No. Okay, we're going to have to do that later. Right. Drop that. Are you kidding me? Drop that there, boom. Take 2. Right, we now have water. So hopefully now this won't mess up. How's my settings? So I've turned down my music and I've upped my game audio. I don't know if you noticed. What, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon? So, don't you, like, have college to attend to or something then? With you being 17?
In the US, going to college at 17?
Yeah, I don't know what your education system's like over in America. I can't... Because in the UK, you go to school to you're 16 and then you're in college 17 to you're 19.
In the US, you go to school until you're 18, and then college is, you know, an option.
Right, okay. So shouldn't you be at school then? On that logic.
My anxiety's keeping me out of school.
Is that a bad thing? Oh, that sounds really stupid. I'm guessing that's a really bad thing.
It is kind of a bad thing.
How much water are we actually filling this bad boy up with? Well, one good thing is at least the pump's running freaking fast. Right, we're full. I didn't want to use that. It doesn't look it's not the most realistic thing ever. But at least it's working. And I'm not paying for water. If I could... Because the thing is with No Man's, this lake doesn't actually have... Oh yeah, by the way, have you seen my swimming sheep?
Huh?
My sheep are swimming. If you look at my screen, my sheep are swimming.
I don't see it. Uh-oh. Nice.
So next game day, we should be close to harvest, I think. May, June. So what's on June? Yeah, the barley should be ready next game day. Just give me a sec, someone's at my front door, hold on. No, I am allergic to dogs first, so I won't have to. If I give me saying she shouldn't put her in play for yeah. Okay. Well, I'll head back to the office for a bit. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Alright. Do you want to play with seasonal growth on?
Sorry?
Do you want to play with seasonal growth?
Yep.
Shit. Alright. I'm just making a field right now, so.
When we got some more money, I really need to do some landscaping on this bit of ground. This isn't the most realistic thing I'm ever doing in my life. Come on, you get up there. Grab traction.
So you got fucking tire tracks on your water. Super realistic. Realism 100.
Okay, why is that not overloading? Is that full? Oh, there you go.
I love the fact that you're like, I'm being super realistic, and then you just have fucking tire tracks in your water.
That's not exactly my fault. That's the game's fault.
I'm being really realistic. Tire tracks in the water.
At least this doesn't take too long to fill a 6,000 litre trailer.
How big should we make the field?
If... I'm about to give you a calculation. So how I worked mine on No Man's Land, you know the, big paint square things? That made no sense in English to you whatsoever, did it?
I mean, I kind of understand. Yeah, the map borders or the land borders.
No. I'll show you what I mean. So if you go on landscaping, okay, and you go painting and you click on random square, this is literally how I did one of my fields. Where's DDDV? Nope. Why is my brain not working this afternoon? There you go. So I done it like that. If you look at my screen, you'll see what I mean. And then I did a calculation. I think it was 3 across that way. And I think it was about 16 that way. And that's kind of how I done all my fields roughly. So they're all roughly the same size. So you don't want... The thing is, it depends on how big your equipment is. Depending on how big your field should be.
Making us a decent sized field just for the fun of it, I guess.
So are we nearly full? Yes, it's just the top one we've got to fill up.
So who was at your door?
Someone from my wife.
Don't tell me you have the FBI after your ass.
Nah. Not yet.
Not yet. What? You fucking what, mate?
I haven't found the body I've disposed of.
The fucking what?
To be honest with you, that's one scary fact. I know how to dispose of a body and not leave a trace. It's quite a scary fact.
The fucking what?
Yeah. It's kind of a scary little fact. I know how to dispose of a body with no trace.
Couldn't admit on live Twitch. Now someone's missing and they find themselves dead in a car. They're really gonna run to you, be like, "Hey, dipshit!"
I also know how to blow up a house with household products.
Get the fuck away from me.
I also know how to torture someone in the most painfulest way going.
Get the fuck away from me.
It's amazing what college teaches you.
What?
I learned... Well, no, I haven't learned everything. I've learned some stuff through college. I learned the means of torture through college. For an ex-drunkard. I learned quite a lot from him, actually.
What, take his alcohol away?
No, how to torture someone in the most painful way possible.
Yeah, take a drunk's alcohol away.
Third-party mod. What about third-party mod?
You're a third-party mod.
I am running a few third-party mods, yeah. Right, how's the sheep doing? We'll top their water up while we've got 5 minutes. The only, well, technically the most third, I don't actually know. Am I actually running anything that's third party at the moment? Apart from the greenhouses. Greenhouses, yep, I would agree.
They're not really greenhouses. They're more of gardens.
They production greenhouses. Yeah, I can't remember who I got them from. The Elk Creek Mountain stuff I've got as well is from. Yeah, they are. I'm also running.
And they're not really greenhouses. They're more of like, more or less,
Open air gardens is what they're actually called.
yeah. We're making pulled pork out of pork chops later on tonight.
Yeah, if you see my sheep, if you now look, they're all swimming happily in the river. Or drowning, should I say.
Yeah. Sheep can swim?
Apparently so. According to these, they can.
Hold on, turn your camera a little bit.
Hang on,
You see that one? You see that one with its head just like, with its head just barely poked out of the water?
Yeah.
One literally drowning right. One literally just all the way into the water. Get out of the, okay, unload it. Get out of the tractor. It's the, okay.
I see the one. I see the one you mean.
Yeah. Run to it.
Well, there's one there. And there's one there.
That's the one that's drowning. And then there's like two over here. This one just chilling in the water. That one just built different.
Oh yeah, the combine.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm secretly Aqua Sheep. Yeah, yeah. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
also the combine I'm running. So the combine I'm running is PC only as well.
What is it?
John Dill Side Hill. So you know how in the base game the bigger combines, the headers tilt to the landscape. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the combine's level and the header tilts. Well, I've done an experiment, so I'll jump in here so you can see it. So this 6600 side hill does the same thing. I put a 7 meter header on and it doesn't look right. So I left it with the 4.5 meters. But this is modelled. But this is modelled from a 1978 combine.
I wish we had that in console.
That's why I love PC. Right, some of the stuff that I have. Right, next job, May, June. So we barley's. So we.
When it comes to third-party mods, though, sometimes you got to be careful because some sites you get them off of can be kind of dodgy if you think about it.
So I mainly just run King's Mod because it's run by Giants Ambassador, but I run it through the testing tool, and 9 times out of 10, most of the dodgy mods that I have, the main issue with them is the DDS files, so images basically. But the most.
Sorry to say, I was sorry to ask you to repeat that, but in English.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll show you. Sorry, let me.
I understand what you're talking about now. The DDS file on, like, you know,
right.
images.
Let me just throw something up. Have I got Missy B? Have I got Missy B stuff on it? Placeable fuel tank. That's what I was looking for. Manual attach. Night mobile fuel tank. Is that?
I think I've actually used the Missy B mod. Didn't Missy B make a tanker mod?
Yeah, Missy B. Yeah, Missy B. Because should be using a lot more of her stuff, but a lot of her stuff's too expensive for the start from scratch stuff. So as we go into the series, because I plan to basically make a £1 million farm from nothing. That's my target with No Man's Land. Right, if I just change this over so you can see. If I load this up. And I go sources, I want display capture. Game capture off. There you go. So that's a DDS image. So if you look at my screen, I'll zoom in. There you go.
Why specifically that image?
It's the first one I found. So a lot of the images, for instance, let me just pull up the thing I'll show you. Give me 2 seconds. I want forage wagons. Right. Pull up the log. There you go. So most of these are just warnings. But there's one error. But the mod still works.
You ever just get, like, hunted by an AI car in this game?
Nope. Are you getting hunted by an AI car?
I'm not getting hunted, I'm getting thrown across the map.
That's...
I'll go to turn out of the shop, and the car's just slamming into me, just launching me.
So I've decided I'm actually going to run headlands now. So I wasn't running headlands before. I've also got the straw. I've got the straw chopper mod on that isn't working 100% with this combine.
I wish you didn't have PC exclusives on there, because I'd love to play that map with you.
Which map?
The one you're playing right now.
Yeah.
Can't you just make a copy of the save file and, like, change out mods for different mods?
I can do, but the issue comes down to money. You got to remember, I started this with 0 in the bank. I had to get a loan for a chainsaw, and I spent 3 years making 40 grand out of just chickens and eggs. That was the kind of experiment went wrong, so I now know what to do for in future. But I spent basically the first, I think it was 7 hours making 40k. And then I started with literally a 10 grand tractor, a 3 grand seeder, a 20 grand combine. I think that was it. And a 1 metre plough. And I was running a 1 metre plough for about 4 harvests.
How much is that John Deere?
The John Deere at the moment is worth... So brand new. Well, there's a couple of bits. I want to show you a couple of bits. So that John Deere is worth 31,000. And my forage harvester I'm looking at will be 30 grand. But what we own at the moment, I haven't actually worked out prices. So our tractor's worth 49 grand. Harvester 39, trailer's worth nothing. Yeah, we got quite a bit. The most expensive, yeah, seeder, fertilizer spreader, weeder. So we're kind of getting to a point where my target plan is every harvest I want to try and upgrade, but I don't think we're going to make any progress on this coming harvest because I had to sell the chickens.
But yeah, why don't you make a copy, right, that uses console-only mods?
I wouldn't be able to do what I can do with console only. What do I want? 7 AM? Yeah. So we should be cutting the barley now. So I use the straw chopper mod on here as well. And that gives me free fertilizer, but it's not running 100% with this combine. And you'll see by the fertilizer map on how patchy it is. Right, so we got... They're doing well. They're at 4 months. So our barley should be ready to go, shouldn't it? Yeah, barley's ready to go. Fertilizer map's a bit screwed. We need to get a rock picker or a bucket. It's not too bad. I've seen worse on the fertilizer map. Right, they're fine. So we've got 1 pallet. How's them doing? So we got 1 pallet each. How much water we got in here still? 18. We're not really going to run through that this year. So we should be okay for water for a while. The sheep, I think, are okay if I remember rightly. Yeah, sheep are great.
How about I make a map that's just, what you call it? Like a no man's map that has only,
Do you know what the biggest issue I've got with console? Not having cheap combines.
We have a couple of cheap combines.
Yeah, not £15,000. I couldn't have done this series if it weren't for PC. If I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
I mean, technically you could.
But it's very... Yeah, for how I've started, it would have been very difficult.
Because there's going to be 2 of us, so then why don't we just try since there's only going to be 2 of us?
It's not that, it's about creating cost. It's all about cost. Like, at the moment, I'm running, again, I'm in debt. And that's kind of how this series is running. Right, so what am I doing? I want 2 headlands across the bottom, 2 headlands across the top, and then that should give
Are
me...
you in debt $111?
I'm in debt by $600 at the moment, but that will increase more. I said, every year, how it works is, this year's going to be a bit different because we bought the sheep and the greenhouses. So this year, we're not going to have much profit. But for the last 60 hours, we've been running off 40 grand a year.
Right.
And getting lucky with sales. So my next purchase will be a forage wagon and a header. That's going to cost 35 grand. Right, that'll do. So that's 2 across there. We're going to leave that there. And we're going to leave that there because of the in-cut. And I don't really want to mess.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's fine. Right. So chat, if I actually had straw dropping, I would be doing the headlands slightly differently, but because I haven't got straw dropping, this is why I'm doing headlands this way. Right, so there's your 2 headlands put in. How we just sit back and let the cutter work. So this is going to take a while. How much barley have we still got in the tank? Yeah, we've hardly used any, 62,000 litres. See how many full trade loads we can get off this. That's what I want to look at. I think the plan for me on here is to keep going till we run out of room. Like, if I can create enough grassland with what we've got, I won't need to extend in the field. We won't need to go to field 2. Kelly, you still there or not? No, he's not. As I said, this does take a little bit of time just to get through. See what I mean by the header though? That's kind of what I'm on about. I know we're missing bits, but yeah. We'll probably be, by the time we've done the top harvest as well, we're on 1.7 hours at the moment. We'll probably be up to about 3 by the time we're done. What was it? 3:30 in the afternoon here in the UK. It's not bad. Right, let me just mute my mic a minute. Alright, I'm back on. That's annoying. That's really annoying. It's the wrong one. So for balers, we will be going big. So it'll probably be the Cune we're looking at. 195. Be that I'll be wanting. The Coon. How much discount at the moment for half price? It's got 18 hours on it. So that is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. When we lay straw down, these fields will be cut different. But yeah, that's what I'm on about by the header. Also, I do love the amount of dust that's being created. I quite like that from a realism point of view. Like the dust covered off. Like a really nice realistic approach. We'll have a look at the third map in a bit. The next one we shouldn't get too much off. One done. That's fine, I'll put you back on in a minute, 'cause I've just turned you off my chat, so I'll put you back on in a second. Sorry? No, it wasn't that. All I could hear was just static banging in the background.
Banging?
Yeah, like static, like little, you know when you, like, put your cup of tea down on the, or a cup of coffee down, or a can of Coke on your desk, and you get that little ding through the mic?
Like this?
Yeah, kinda.
My room is nowhere near where I went.
That's what I could hear coming through your headphone. Or through your phone.
There's a possibility that our house is slightly haunted.
Oh, don't worry. Right, two major questions. Do your lights come on and off on their own without you telling them to?
Yes, but that's because the house was wired by an ape with with a dildo with arms.
Because if your lights just happen to turn on and off on their own. Second question, does your TV turn on and off on its own?
No, I haven't had that problem.
Okay, at least that's something.
I've had problems with I'll walk out of my room and shit will just fall off my desk.
Oh no, that's nothing. Don't worry about that. That's not haunted. That's your little.
You know,
That's a little monkey on you. That's a little
not fall.
monkey. Sorry.
I'll have it in the middle of my desk, right, where it can't fall, and then it will fall.
Oh no, that's not haunted, mate. That'll be a little monkey named Mickey. That's what that'll be. An invisible spirit called Mickey you can't see. That's what that'll be. And he has no reply to that whatsoever. No, the time.
I mean,
There's a difference between spirits and haunted. Haunted is when you're literally scared for your life because you're having knives thrown at you by something you can't see. That's called haunted.
oh, I think my deceased stepdad is just fucking with me.
Probably. As long as you...
I have a gun. Oh wait, can't kill you. You're already dead. Ah!
As long as they haven't pushed you down the stairs, you're fine. If they push you down the stairs, you know to run.
He wouldn't hurt me.
Yeah, this is what I'm on about by the header. If you look at my screen, that's what I'm on about by the header.
Yeah, I know that. I know that harvesters do that.
And this is what they called it. This is why this was called Side Hill. This is the actual name of the mod, Side Hill, for that reason. A lot of the older combines don't do it. But it's a cool little... But the mod had made this and this header designed for doing that.
Does it do that in real life?
Yep.
Damn.
So this is designed for running steep terrain. The only annoying is I've only got a 4.5 meter header on it, which is kind of annoying. And kind of sucks.
Leave it to John Deere to over-engineer their shit.
Oh yeah, there's one other mod I run. I run Sim Dashboard. So I basically have an extended keyboard on my tablet I use. So at the moment I can see my direction I'm running, my speed I'm running, how much fuel I'm using per hour, and what tractor I'm in. And I can tell this is I'm harvesting barley right now.
Interesting. Sorry if I'm ruining your audio. Cheetos are just kind of awesome right now.
Nah, it's fine.
Like, I'm not even high and I got the munchies. What the fuck?
So I've got 52% fuel in here. Water temp's going up to 94% or 94 degrees. So water temp's up to 94 degrees.
When I think degrees, I think of Fahrenheit, and I'm like, that's not that bad. And then I realize you guys use communist units, and I'm like, when I realize, oh yeah, shit, that's kind of normal.
Yeah, but what's weird is we use whatever the hell we freaking like. So like sometimes you could be using feet and inches, other times you're using millimeters.
And then other times you're measuring shit with tea bags.
Sorry?
And then other times you're just using your fucking tea bags to measure shit.
Oh yeah, we do that as well.
You just measure shit with random stuff like us Americans.
Yeah. People.
I think my favorite news headline was just like, a large boulder the size of a small boulder blocks a road, blocking on highway something.
Yeah, but do you know? So do you know what's quite? So we just had like a major 100-mile-an-hour storm in the UK, okay? And everyone's like, oh, in America they banned down the hatches, board all the houses up and shit like that. And it's like, well, half the reason is because your houses are made of nothing. Ours could survive a 500-mile-an-hour hurricane and they won't fall down. What do the Brits typically do in a storm? They go outside with skateboards and fucking umbrellas, trying to get taken away by the wind. The Brits are probably one of the most crazy bunch of people in the world.
No. That title goes down to either Florida or people down in Tennessee.
How come?
People in Tennessee are the kind of people that would take an umbrella and jump off a really high building into their swimming pool and then proceed to, like, slather themselves in honey and run in a bee's nest. And then Florida people, we all know about Florida Man. Florida Man's just something else.
That's not bad. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on, 7, 5. Yeah, 12,000, nearly 12,000 litres of grain off this field. That ain't bad going. Considering I've extended it. That is not bad.
You might want to redo your math. You do realize it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yep.
Didn't sound like it.
No, I was just doing a... Yeah, I knew what I was doing. About 12,000 litres of grain. Which isn't bad off the one field. So all we need...
Can chat hear me?
Yes.
So I shouldn't ask the question I was about to ask.
You can ask it.
I don't want you to get banned.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me just mute you. Hold on. Right, you're now muted. Hang on. What's my opinion with dudes with vaginas? Oh boy! Well, I put you back on. I'm hoping the two people I've got in here are lurking and just did not hear that come through the chat. It's fine.
Yeah, I hope they're actually. No, I hope they're lurking and they're doing something and they hear, what do you think about it? And guys with vaginas, they're probably like, what the fuck?
You know what my first.
What the fuck?
You know what my first thought is? How big are your tits?
No, I'm talking about dudes that don't have titties.
Is it a fat man or a skinny man? Does the bloke look like a woman? Where the hell am I going with this?
I can just imagine, just like, it was like your chat, just like, I just imagine your chat doing this shit. Just hold on. I gotta play the sound effect off my soundboard. I can just imagine your chat just doing this shit. You hear that?
Just about.
That's probably what your chat's doing right now. Wrong goes down. Why did you write this? I have committed tax fraud. I'm wanted in all 50 states for tax fraud.
I'm still trying to compute what you just said in my head. Without actually saying it out loud.
What, that I'm wanted in all 50 states for tax fraud?
No. What you said about dudes with, you know... I'm not going to say it again just in case Twitch are listening this point. I don't mind getting away with it once.
You're probably on a list.
If they look feminine, then yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm talking about dudes just with.
So are you talking about the dude that actually looks like a dude?
Yes, but just like instead of the wobbly bits, they have the hole.
I've never took too much thought about it, to be honest with you.
Well, I went to a certain furry site and saw intersex male, and oh boy, have I gone down a rabbit hole.
I don't want to know about your search history, mate. I do have an unpopular opinion of some blokes do look too feminine.
You don't like femboys?
No, 'cause most of them they turn out gay.
What?
Most femboys I know turn out gay.
That's kind of what a femboy is, but okay.
I know. I just put myself in a hole there and I just kept going. I was like, I've started this rabbit, I'm just going to keep digging.
So, like, I bet you don't. I bet you it's not you don't like femboys because they're gay. I bet you don't like femboys because they're probably hotter.
Hang on. You couldn't say that without laughing. You might have to repeat yourself.
I said. I said you probably don't hate femboys because they're gay. You probably hate them because they're hotter than you.
I have no comment on that.
Is that Mickey Mouse is a vampire with a hole, but like with a guy's body riding a random person at Disneyland?
I was wondering where you were going to go with that. Good job we got 2 lurkers in here, isn't it?
They're probably joining in being like, I don't know if I want to stay because of, you know, what they're saying, if I want to leave because I'm horrified.
Yeah, but hang on, even better. So what if they're lurking, they've muted the stream, but they still want to be counted as viewers? They then unmute in the middle of this conversation, and then now they're petrified and terrified.
Probably pissing and shitting themselves like, what the fuck? You know.
Tree's got to go at some point. That tree's got to go. That did not work. Right, now we just sit back and let the combine do its magic.
I'm Dumber, and I'm a hard-working man.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear what you said there.
I was just doing a shit post. It's not really anything important. Remember, if you want more of this kind of content, remember to follow twitch.tv/KellyHusky.
Can I ask you a random question? How come you got no videos of you streaming on your channel?
What do you mean?
I clicked on your channel earlier and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see any of your streams.
Let me look myself up real quick.
Unless you can see it, because I had a look earlier. Unless it's just me being me and not being able to find anything.
I don't think I saved them.
So I noticed you were live, what, earlier today? Was it?
Yeah. I can report myself.
So I noticed you were live earlier and I was going to re-watch your stream, but then I noticed it wasn't up. I was like, that's annoying.
I can report myself.
That's funny. I'm hoping to get a better fertiliser cover this time. We've got a massive gap at the end we've missed. It's the only issue with doing it this way. With the 6 metre, I had a better overall coverage.
Oh, he was level 2?
I'm trying to run as close to 270 as possible. Right, now this is the moment of truth. Will it work? Yes. Thank goodness for that. I've cut a bit of wheat out, but that's worked. Absolutely amazing. I hate how loud the in-cab... What the hell? That was random. I hate how loud in-cab...
Noises are?
Yeah, it's just the in-cab is ridiculous.
What, for the harvester you're using?
Yeah, the in-cab is just ridiculous with how loud it actually sounds in-cab.
I mean, there's literally a grain tank doing its thing. There's a bunch of gears moving, and your camera's literally right next to the engine, so it's gonna be decently fucking loud.
I know, and it's good because it mimics real life. Because in real life, the new combines have sound deadening, these old ones don't. So it does mimic real life, which is good. Is how loud it is. But what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking more for stream, and how it just kills stream. After stream, I will be checking my settings again because I have adjusted stuff again. So I want to see how everything sounds.
Did you know the Ford tractor we got in 19 wasn't supposed to happen for console?
Yeah, I did hear that.
It was an accident that slipped through but never got updated because people enjoyed it so much.
Was that the Ford 7810 or something then?
I think so. It was like a New Holland Ford Fiat Agri tractor. It was a large tractor. So, like, I have a question.
Yep.
Ford is a car manufacturer and a tractor manufacturer. Does that mean that Ford owns Case, New Holland, Fiat Agri, and like others that I'm not thinking of right now?
No, so what happened was...
Or are they separate?
They're set, so you had... This is now going to test my knowledge. So, you had Ford... You had Ford and Fiat, I think, were separate. So Ford and Fiat were separate. Ford got bought by New Holland, I think. And Fiat got bought by New Holland. And then you had the Fiat Agri tractor. And basically Ford, Fiat, and New Holland. So, what the hell? Why is that not... Okay, that's an interesting situation.
So New Holland owns Ford and Fiat.
Pretty much.
So they have the vehicles too.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just trying to work something out. Right, that needs to be on for that to work.
Imagine just like driving down the road and then just seeing like a New Holland pickup truck driving.
No, it's to do with farm machinery, not...
Oh.
So it's separate to cars.
Cheeto bag sound warning or Cheeto bag ASMR, watch out. And a message from Xbox. Thank you for keeping our community safe.
Right.
The state team reviewed your complaints, which did not meet our community standards. Violations are handled. More info.
I really wish this class would come up in sale.
Maybe if you weren't so fucking poor, you'd be able to afford it.
Well, to be honest, considering where I've come from and where I am now on this series, I'm actually surprised how well I'm doing. I was over the moon when I could afford greenhouses and sheep last night. I was literally like jumping for joy. I felt like the 60 hours has paid off at last. I said this in-game harvest is going to be difficult. So from this November to the next November is going to be tough, I reckon, depending on what happens with the sheep and chickens. But there's not much we need to buy. As long as if I can make 40 grand over the winter out of the sheep, chickens and lettuce, then we'll be okay going into the next year. We still be running in the red, don't get me wrong, because as soon as that 40 grand comes in, we're blowing it on a forage harvester. Don't get me wrong.
By the way, you never added me as an admin.
Haven't I?
No.
Okay, let me just put this run down. Let me just put cruise control on so it doesn't crash. Let me just try this so I can't remember what I'm doing. Right, let me know if that's worked.
Hmm?
Let me know if that's worked.
Okay, it worked. Mod view.
We're back up to 3 people in here. I might just be because you've entered chat. I'm not sure. But it's floating between 2 to 3 people. Which I'm really pleased with because I've been streaming now September year and 4 or 5 months. I'm up to I'm over 80 followers. I'm just trying to get my average up to get affiliate at the moment. That's what I'm trying to work on. So I'm quite pleased that I've got 3 lurkers in here. Because that does help. But that's kind of thing. I'm just enjoying streaming. I'm not really worried about things. It's just nice. And the thing is, when you get the regular viewers, then the YouTube goes. Because I was trying to promote YouTube over Twitch, and now I've gone the other way.
Which is always better.
Yeah, it's a better platform. Raids do help as well. Like having people raid you is the way.
Besides, you don't have to worry about Susan taking away your fucking money because she doesn't like the stream you made.
No, exactly. The only thing I'll watch out for is your music you play. And that's why I pay £10 a month to Epidemic Sounds. So I don't have to worry about copyright on my music.
Gee, thanks for reminding me that there's a fucking epidemic going on. I'm kidding. COVID ain't real. It was created by the moon to control us, to make us think that the earth is real.
I know, trust me, COVID was real. Trust me.
I know it's real. My dad got it. Honestly, I wish the bastard would have fucking succumbed to it, little asshole.
His time will come. We're at the point.
Chat, I'm a dick, but he's treated me like shit all my life, and I have a reason to just not want him around me.
Spartan is technically back in chat. No, not you. I'm just saying, Spartan, if you can hear me, did that play through to you? Because it's not coming through to me. I might have to have a quick look at my sound alert settings quickly. I said dance. Lol. So let me just pull up my settings a minute. So it's coming through that. So let me just do something quickly.
Oh, also,
It played, okay.
Barton, were you here for that weird conversation we had? Where I told him not to repeat it, yet he proceeded to repeat it anyways.
Right. Right. Let me just replay that. So that's got that. Okay. Library, sounds, insights, settings. Overlay alert. Theme, default. Test alert playing. I've not got anything coming up on mine. Right, let me just okay, that's interesting. Right, give me 30 seconds. I'm just going to try something. So the alert's correct.
Hey, kappa, kappa, hey, kappa, kappa, hey.
Is the volume set correctly?
Yeah, because apparently it's coming through. It's just not coming through my headphones. So give me 2 seconds. Let me just try something. I just want to just check something. Okay, so that came through. Okay, so that's working on that. Just want to see something set up. Configure. Right, open dashboard. So that's not what I want. Just wondering. I might have to have a relook at it.
He already had. That's all in the game. That's product. Yeah, you got this one. You know what I could do?
Okay.
Don't work that.
I think it worked. I'm just going to leave it.
I'm gonna do.
I'm just going to leave it. I'm guessing chat heard it. I've just got to see if I can just adjust my settings at some point.
Bro, that man did zero damage. Oh my god, you got him that and killing him.
Had it before that. That one was a bitch.
Mine was only
So that's 13 feet. Good shit.
oh my god, I got it with RPG. What is it? Yeah. Oh,
No. Oh wait, no, it is.
I'll be back. You animals better be good, or if you drop an N-bomb, you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm still not happy with the how sound alarms work, but it's fine. What time we 4:15? Ain't bad. 2.5 hours in. Ugh. We're getting there with this field. This run, and then we got to empty the combine. I might do a bit of in-cab, so I'm just going to drop the in-game volume down just a fraction. So that should be cutting about accurate, yeah. We'll keep an eye on to make sure that I don't miss anything. So that's running dead 90 degrees. That's still running 90. Now gone 91. It's gone to 88. So it missed the strip there. That's now cut a straight line at 90 where it should have been in the first place. So as long as we line up straight in, that's the kind of thing, is make sure you line up straight to start with. 265. So it'll get to a point where we will be upgrading this combine. Yep, that is probably the best I've ever lined that up at. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've just realised I've made a big mistake. So I'm guessing that means that's full, yeah. So we're going to come down here and we'll have to, yeah, take a bit of a gamble. Right, so we're dropping, yeah. So we're still running at 270 on the dot, which is kind of good. We aren't missing anything, which is good. Really enjoy harvesting. Just getting this nailed without GPS is quite fun, actually. So that's 20,000 litres dumped. That looks, yeah, that's the straightest line I've ever cut without GPS. So how far are we into the harvest? That's looking better than last year, which I'm quite pleased with. So we're 1.428 hectares in. It's quite good. It's funny, I've upped the header, but that's quite comical, actually. It's not bad for a bit of realism. Back in a second. Yeah, it's just getting that first line correct. Yeah, got a bit missed at the top. Not quite perfect on the car. But yeah, that should enable a bit better. 19 months technically, because we bought these new. So 12. This is the second harvest with them. So it's still not quite catching what I call the ideal end. Yeah, but it will do. So let's have a right. That needs to be just tweaked. So on front loaders, well no, we should have a big bag of fertilizer. I don't know what that means in English. Hope it'd be under big bags. Yeah. So you got seeds 3 grand. It's 1.5 meters. Fertilizer bag is 1.5. So yeah, as and when we got money, that's what I'll be looking to run. And then front loader tools, because it's a new mod. No, front loader tools. So I'll have a look at that in a minute. Right. Clear. So is it 2 tray loads already? Gives us 20,000 litres. So it should be, yeah. As long as we keep at that 270, we should be good. Right, so front loader telehandler tools, no. Front loader tools, going to be towards the end. So how much is stole stuff? Log for 800 quid, bale handler 1700. It's that. £8,000 for that. And I do believe you can run tension supports off it. I will be double checking that, but if you can. Yep, Flex, you've missed kind of a little bit. But I'm thinking, that's why I also put the Stog stuff on there. See, I'm thinking of getting that. And that's the only one we got on there. That log fork will come in handy. It's not quite as good as their one. They got that bigger one. Not paying attention. That should never happen, but it don't matter. Not quite nailed. Pass through on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to back off. I'm going to come back in. And then hopefully... Right, we're going 92 degrees. Yeah, don't matter, all the way back we'll catch whatever we need to. That's the only problem not having GPS. Is it sometimes difficult to get the first line in. Right. So from a realism point of view, I prefer to run them. But yeah, definitely we'll be looking at getting... So I don't think there was anything on wheel loader under them. No. Nothing on the telly, no. Skid steer, no. It's the Advent. Might be worth looking at the Advent stuff. Might be worth actually having a look. At what we've got. Because, yeah. So you've got... Yeah, you've got the skid steer mower and the implement mover, which would be useful. Yeah, it's from more of a realism point of view. That's all I was thinking. But I'll tell you one thing I'm looking at. So that's a ball hitch that comes on the back. That's an adapter to attach skid steer tools. That's a 3-point hitch. That's a cutter bar. So I'm thinking I am kind of got an idea. I don't believe it. I thought that would be perfectly 4.5 meters. Not quite perfectly 4.5 banged across. Right. So what I'm thinking is, how do they work then? So you've got the Advent bell handler. You've got a ball hitch 3-point cutter bar. That I'm guessing attaches to the front. And that's the pickup for the rear. That's what I'm guessing. So you have that on the front, that on the back. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, we've got a little bit there we've missed. So, we got anything else that tells us what runs with what? Combinations. So it runs with both. So the ones I'm looking at is probably, I want that. I think that might be a bit better. With 140 rear weight on the back. That's what I'm thinking. Because at the moment we're running the 420. I'm thinking going 750. But I'm thinking of going the motor setup. That might actually not be a bad idea. It will save us some cash until we can get the forage harvester. I didn't even know that was a thing. Right, let's go and empty this. So how far? Yeah, we're not doing too bad. We missed a couple other areas, have we? I'm looking, but I can't see anything. Obviously, there's something up there. I can't believe how well that went out of alignment. So, potentially, that's a 3-point hitch. I don't know if it goes front or back. So that's what I would do. So that goes on the front. And that somehow attaches to the back, but I don't know how. Unless it goes on the front. Because yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let me just go on YouTube and actually have a look what's on YouTube.
Miles per hour. Let's it's up to you. A couple interesting one because it's like, but it's not working. Then that because the mower comes in two pieces. Comes in the lower piece and the collect mower and the mower if it matters. So back to the here. Now again.
Right. Okay, that's answered that question. So I know what we're doing. It'll only... I think it comes down to cost and finance. If I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's going to come down to how much money we've got. So how much is the fuel tank? What's that? $2,400. How much does this combine take? Because that is 500 litres. How much does the combine take? 212 or 200. How much does our tractor take? 200. Our tractor takes 3. I think it'd be worth just dumping a fuel point down. So I think, yeah, I think possibly the mower option will be this. Put the rear weights on and do that for a minute. I think that's your best bet. I'm gonna be completely honest. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to put the headland straight. I'm going to wrap this round here. We will lose a little bit of produce, but it should be okay. Not produce, but yeah, stick points. And then next, so then we're going to move the lettuce. Might even just do that by hand because it'd be easier than getting the flipping skid steer out. See, right. That is not quite lined up, so we need to tilt it. There you go. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. It depends on what we earn over with the lettuce and eggs. So we'll be doing one of the things. We'll be doing the grass pickup. Because the grass pickup. So. Grass pickup. Hello, you've also got a couple of snow blowers as well. 600 litres. So yeah. Forage wagon would be my first choice, but it depends on budget. To be honest with you, I'd rather sell so far we've done nearly, yeah, 1.8 hectares. This is probably 2 hectares. So yeah, it's enough grain. We got 20,000 already off 60, so we should have 80,000 litres in there, in theory. Got 80 in the tank. 90. So yeah, we got, I think we had 3 trailers. I think we got 3 trailers. I think we've done 30,000 litres. So one more field would give us enough for one more pen. So we'll go and move. So we'll have a look, see if there's anything left on the map that we've missed. I don't think we have. Yeah, 92. No, we haven't. By the time we've done this run, 1.9. So yes, these 3 fields give us 2 hectares. So you could potentially expand a bit more. You're alive and not dead. Should you be in school though on that? Tenzo, how exactly did that come about then? Explain to me the situation. It's half term. Okay. So what, there was a tractor driving course for kids then or something? Right. I missed a bit, but it don't matter. We'll just pass that in. I passed the test on health and safety for tractors. Well, that's good. So, how did the opportunity come up then? How did all this occur? Kind of explain. So, if it's £1,000, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000. Got about 8. My mum found something and got me a place for it. I was doing it today and yesterday. That's nice of her. So what were you doing today then? Right, let's see how bad this goes now, shall we, on this down here. Hey Kelly, I've dropped, because I might be dropping off in a bit. I might be coming off for an hour. What will it be, 10 to 2? Yeah. So I might be coming off for an hour. So I'm going to run till... I'm going to run probably for... Get this lettuce put on. And see where we go from there. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll probably jump on. It depends. I said I'll be off for probably an hour and I might do a bit more tonight. I don't blame you. Yeah, stream 19 if you want to stream 19. Wow, these pallets are jank. They've definitely improved the pallet handling over 19. Most definitely. But still, it's not perfect. Hopefully, as time goes on, the pallet modules will get better. I don't actually believe that. That might have actually just gone. Bang on. I don't believe that. That actually worked. It's not bad, this little mod. I don't mind it. It's not perfect. Not by a long shot. Yeah, that's not on there at all. Well, that should be okay. So we got, was it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14,000. Yeah, so we might actually get 30,000 off lettuce this year. We might actually do it. 30,000 off lettuce. Right, what I'm going to do is drop this here, and then we're going to put this manually on the back. I'm just going to leave this here. Right. That'll do for the moment, so I'm going to call that a night. Thank you for everyone tuning in. I might be back on in about an hour or something, so if I am, just keep an eye on your notifications. Right, at least that's on there. Not perfect, but at least it's on. It's not the best stacking in the world, but at least it's something. Right. Let's skip to July. I don't think there's much else we need to do. We'll double check all the animals are okay. But we're pretty much going to skip to July. When this is ready to harvest. I hope. Right, let's save. So, hit that. They're fine. They're fine. 97,000 litres. So yeah, might have enough to run another pen soon. Right. Let's have a look to see what's in here. Nothing. Right, yeah, we've got 2 pallets. I'm just checking all the areas first. At least we're getting a few pallets. We're not getting as much because of selling, but at least we've got. So between this and the lettuce, we should make up. So we're what, 2, 4, 6, 8. We're eight. Probably got 10 grand sat there. At least that's something. We should make enough cash between this and this. Let's have a look at this while we're in it. Yeah, we've got enough water. 300 litres of wool. So they knit 2 more months and they're done. 1 more month and they're done. Right, let's save this. Call it. Have a good night. See you guys soon.